Once upon a time, there were two brother beavers. The oldest was strong and hardworking. The youngest was lazy and liked to sleep. Now, does that sound like anyone we know? Sounds a bit like Carl, the security guard, doesn't it? Always asleep at his desk by the front office. Well, one day, the brother's mother told them that it was time for them to build dams of their own. The youngest beaver wanted to get back to sleeping as quickly as possible, so he threw together his dam with whatever materials he could find. Weak, soggy, didn't matter, and he was done by the end of the day. The oldest beaver took his time, found the best location with the most durable materials. It took a week, but by the end of it, he had the strongest dam in the entire forest. One day, a storm broke out. The oldest beaver slept soundly while the younger beaver's dam was swept away. "Why me?" cried the younger beaver. "I don't deserve this." "That's what happens when you don't plan ahead," the older beaver told his brother. Suddenly, a hunter emerged from the forest and shot them both in the head. During her confirmation hearing, Betsy DeVos's rhetoric confirmed a problem in education. Policymakers are often out of touch with policy implementers. Teachers in our country are left feeling unheard, unsupported, and undervalued. Without proper feedback or support, our teachers are left making the most difficult decisions. Miss Caitlin prepares her grade 3s for the Inevitable by Elena Belliera. Now, who in that story did you want to be? Did you want to be the older beaver or the younger beaver who was shot in the head? I'll tell you, kids, the world is a dangerous place. Bad things happen to good people all the time. That's why it's our responsibility to remain as prepared as we possibly can. With that in mind, you will be the first class to experience my soon-to-be patented 4-step program to guide you with the tools necessary to survive St. Martin's greatest threat to date. Step 1, vocabulary. Now, a gunman is a person with a gun who shoots people. Now, can our friends at school be gunmen? Well, I hate to tell you this, boys and girls, but our friends at school can most definitely be gunmen. Because all you need to be a gunman is a gun. Next, a lockdown is an emergency procedure meant to save people inside a building from dangerous outside threats. Now, I know you may be asking, why have we never done lockdown drill before? Well, I'll tell you, kids. The answer is our very own principal, Mr. Christopher. You see, Mr. Christopher believes that lockdown drills create a climate of fear, even though they have proven to drastically reduce damage in real-life shooter situations. You could say that because he refuses to teach you this emergency procedure, that he's putting your lives in danger. Now, Miss Caitlin could get in a lot of trouble if anyone knew she was teaching you this. That's why I need you to remain quiet. Okay? Step 2, history. Since Sandy Hook, there have been at least 120 school shootings in America. Since 1992, at least 3 of the shooters have been under the age of 10. 10 years old. This means that kids your age are coming to school with guns, firing guns, getting shot at by guns. What makes you think you won't be next? Step 3, reflect and assess. Now take a look around here, kids. Security cameras, bulletproof doors, you won't find any of that here. We have Carl. Now I know you love Carl, but Carl was hired to do a specific job, which is kind of hard to do when you're busy sleeping all the time. Our lives are in the hands of a security guard who has been allowing a concealed weapon into our schools for nearly a month. Now I know you may be asking, why does she have a gun? Well, I'll tell you, kids. I hate that I have this, frankly, it scares the shit out of me, but What choice do I have? You all remember the assembly in the gym yesterday, right? The one with Police Officer Randy? Well, I was asking him questions about police response times and got upset when he wouldn't answer them. And then Carl tried to take Miss Caitlin outside, but Miss Caitlin didn't like that, so she said, "Fuck off, Carl," we remember that? Well, yesterday I got called into the principal's office and was told that I wouldn't be returning to teach in September. Which is why I need to teach you everything that I can now, before someone else comes along and teaches you that the best thing you can do is close your eyes, put your head in the sand, and pray for the best. Which brings us to our final step. Step 4, role play. Now I will be playing the gunman and you all will be playing yourselves. Does that make sense? Are you ready? First thing, he wakes up, just like you and me and everyone, goes to the bathroom, eats breakfast, checks the news for any possible miscalculations. Everything has been planned out meticulously. Even the slightest miscalculation could ruin everything. Checks his bag. Guns, ammunition, chains, locks. Loads the truck, adrenaline pumping through his veins, pulls into the parking lot, walks through the front door, sees Carl lying there asleep. Bang! Carl's dead now. Walks past the front office ladies. Miss Gloria, bang! Bill the tech guy, bang! Miss Wendy, bang! Walks into the principal's office, sees Mr. Christopher standing there with his mouth wide open, bang! Mr. Christopher's dead now. Walks past the 6th, 5th, 4th grade classrooms to classroom 3B. I used to go here, did you know that? This used to be my classroom. Why aren't you running? If you do not run, he can see you. Bang! You're dead. Why aren't you hiding? If you do not hide, he can see you. Bang! You're dead. Oh, and now all you have between you and me is a desk, and that apparently does nothing, so bang! You're dead. Bang! 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 With nothing left to do, he takes the gun up to his head and pulls the... Oh. Shit. Are you okay? No, of course you're not okay. What the fuck is wrong with me? No. Listen. I didn't teach you this to scare you. I just needed you to know the truth. This is probably the last time we're gonna see each other, so, listen, you are good and kind and strong and brilliant, and I love you. Don't be afraid.